Proszę Państwa, dzień dobry. We are here in the orchestra of our beloved theater, Opera Śląska. In Italian, you call it il golfo mistico, which means the mystical golf. And believe me, it's really mystical. In the pit, the orchestra is seated by family of instruments. You will find the strings forward, which violin, viola, cellos, double basses, and you will have also the woodwinds, clarinet, oboe, fagot, flute, contrafagot, English horn, and brass over there with French horn, trumpet, and trombones. And finally, in the back of the pit, the percussions. The dispositions can change sometime, but you will have always strings, and of course, the disposition depends on the size of the pit, of the repertoire, and also of the tradition of the orchestra. The conductor is on the podium for being able to be in eye contact with the artists who are on the stage, choir, soloist, and ballet. We are now on the stage of the Opera Śląska. From a very pragmatic point of view, one of the duty of the conductor is to articulate what is going on in the orchestra, in the pit, which is just behind me, and what is going on the stage, putting them rhythmically together and being sure that the musical phrase is shaped in the same way, both by the artists who are on the stage and by the musicians who are in the orchestra. Speaking of musical phrase, we can have maybe a look upon the conductor's score. As you can see, the conductor is having an assemblage of all the different parts: flute, ottavino, oboe, clarinet, bassoon, French horn, trumpet, trombone, cimbasso, timpani, which is percussion, gran cassa, but also the choir and the soloist, and finally, the strings. Let's speak about another tool from the conductor, this, the stick. Why do we use the stick? It's only for being sure that people who are far away, some people like singers or choir at the back of the stage, can see very clearly the gesture that we are doing. You can, of course, conduct without, but if you do very small gesture, maybe some people will not be able to see it. If you do the same gesture with, so then it becomes clearer. It doesn't mean that you need to have a stick to conduct an opera. For example, Maestro Seiji Ozawa or Maestro Georges Prêtre were conducting sometimes without the stick, and they are both great opera conductors. This leads us into another topic, which is conducting technique. Let's be clear and short. To learn how to beat takes 30 minutes. Everyone can learn how to beat. To express music through conducting takes an entire life. Conducting an opera is a complex process. The conductor is having in mind, is hearing a musical idea that he should express through his gesture. Then musician will receive it and express it by playing. All this process in order to reach the soul of the people who are listening. As you can understand, this is a complete teamwork. The conductor alone can't do nothing. If the orchestra is not playing, if the choir and the soloist are not singing, if the ballet is not dancing, and if we don't have the technician, nothing would happen. To be an opera conductor has a specificity. It's having a knowledge about orchestra conducting, but also about singing technique and psychology of the singers. A good opera conductor is a conductor who makes the singers singing better. In that sense, being an opera conductor, it's a life dedication to study of the scores and to the human soul, to reach what is behind the notes, which means the infinite.